More work on Plan B. Stick around. Tonight, I'm gonna fiddle around with that hood. It's still a little cold in here. I just turned the heat on. So, I actually just want to say that we had one of our friends on TikTok actually started following us on YouTube. Derelict Depot. Check him out on TikTok. I'll be checking them out on YouTube here too. But hey, thanks for following us. Appreciate it. What we're gonna do is I brought a whole bunch of cardboard out here because, well, good friend actually, another, Bill Cameron said before I cut this thing, maybe I should make a cardboard template or cardboard hood based on my cuts. And you know, it didn't even dawn on me. I was just gonna take the thing and send it to Valhalla, you know. So what I'm gonna do is first thing is I'm gonna say I appreciate all the comments on the videos. Some of like this gonna be in with the cardboard. It's great. It was great. Also, Wayne, thank you so much for making sure, reminding me to set the click torque wrench back on 0. Yeah. Oh, Brian, and thanks for agreeing with Wayne. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get set up with a couple of things, and then we're gonna have to deal with this guy right here. Bass solo, remember? I played the bass back in the 80s. Reason we're gonna do this is because I actually got the doors fitting. You know, whoever's in charge of the mess out here is failing. So what we've got is look at that. What in the, there we go. Stepping on it, cord. And hooking that on a thing. Look at that though, guys. It's right where it's supposed to be. Both sides. So I have to keep this on here until I get it, bolted down and shimmied. There's a couple of pieces of structure on the front of this that I have to weld it cracked in the 417 years this thing's been around. And I'll tell you, my mad scientist ideas for this windshield are starting to, really kick me in the forehead. I've got a couple other ones even now. I don't know. One of these days I'll make a decision on what it's going to be. But first, right now we're going to mess around with the hood. We're going to take care of the body, getting it mounted down. We're going to fix some rust. We're going to hit it with a hammer and stuff and get you back in here a second. I will not be using Gorilla Tape for this. It's expensive. You guys bought this stuff? Huh? You bought that? That's a lot of unnecessary. Probably it's childish too. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna kind of lay out the sides of the hood. Bouncy, bouncy. I have my regular camera back. Yes, the last video, definitely weird fisheye kind of thing. It's my first day. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take our good old masking tape. we're gonna kind of, sort of, like, you see? I was talking about it hitting. I think it was left. Picking up what I'm putting down. Smelling what I'm stepping in. You getting it? We'll do it again here on the dark side of the car. You guys ever listen to Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon? It's been a long time since I have, but I'll tell you what. What I remember of it, it's pretty good. Okay, so same thing. We're gonna kind of, sort of, whatnot. Now, I make no guarantees of how straight this thing is or any of that stuff, but I'm gonna get a tape measure from over somewhere, over the rainbow probably. Over the rainbow, is that a thing? If I knew where my tape measure was, I'd get it. Oh, hey. What the heck was that? I'm bonking the stuff. Anyway, so that's kind of what we got. You know, it looks pretty close. And actually it doesn't look close at all. Yeah. Maybe what we need to do, move my punch, get out some more tape. This was cheap. If you guys remember this tape, it was from when we did our combo live with Bondo Billy. We were trying to do scallops on vine. I think the Bondo needs flames, but you know. Okay, it's looking halfway okay. So just put that there, like that. Bring that down, like that. Now we're gonna get to tape and we're gonna see how jacked up we are. And actually, it doesn't look too bad. It looks kind of like we're going down the road like this, though. Oh, well. That could be part of a problem right here. The fact that this is, you know, whatever. You know, I mean, let's face it, this is not, you know, I don't know. Who's got tape measure? Anybody? No one. No one's got tape measure? Oh, well, I put it away where it goes. Yeah, I actually put it away. So, we measure from center to center. Well, let's do edge to edge. Edge to edge, we're looking at about 9 1/4. This way, well, the nice thing about that is we can literally just go pick her up. Move her down, play with it a little bit. That's pretty good. Now we'll go here, same thing, edge to edge, because, you know, that's just right on 15. Now I know we're dealing with round shapes and I'm dealing with straight lines, but I'm just getting an idea of where I'm at. Yeah, you can see that down here. Because, you know, I'm going to be right on 15. Okay, so now we've got a general shape. It's still twisted though, but remember this side of the body is not down. I think it's just got a bolt in there holding it in place. Actually, I don't even think it's holding it in place. I think it's just loose in here. Yeah, it's just loose in there. It's just sitting there to locate the body. But this side is actually attached right here. Some other stuff that we came across that is going to have to be fixed. is that there's one machine screw right here, or one self-tapper, and this is not attached. We're gonna move this in about that 1/4 inch, and we gotta figure out how to do that. You know, hold it there while we, plug weld it or rivet it or whatever. So, and we know, don't look at that. It's a terrible patch, and we'll be fixing that. Now, coming over here, we found another problem-ish thing. You see right here? That's broken. And this is also, these actually have the nails in them at least, so we can fix that perhaps. But yeah, this is broken, so I'm gonna have to clean what that is out. But we're definitely got a lot more movement than we should. So this is gonna go back in there. And now, of course, this is gonna change a bit too when we get structure back in here. But for now, we're just identifying ideas, problems as we go. So here, you see, that's kind of what I was looking at as far as for the hood. Now, what the stock hood looks like is somewhere down here. The stock hood lives down in this area above that yellow line, and it's kind of like just like that. It springs back and causes problems. Anyway. Somewhere about here. That's where the stock hood comes to. See? Now, the foreman, she likes this. I'm not sure what Peyton's thoughts are yet, but we do have one little tiny eensy weensy problem. That's our fuel line right here. But, because it's going to have to kind of go, away from the header. Because let's face it, like fuels and heat, they, right? So this is kind of where the stock hood lives. This is kind of what I'm thinking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we can just make a quick cardboard template pattern kind of thing out of cardboard boxes. I don't have a really big pizza box. Sorry, Ian Russell, I didn't take your advice on this one. But I have a bunch of small cardboard boxes. And not only that, it's cold in here. So we'll turn that back up. And then the other cool part is I almost fall down, right? That's a thing. You can use this. You all know how much I love my shop shears, and I'll tell you what, if I could give you all shop shears, I would, but I can't because I don't have the kind of money. Don't ask. Get some cardboard over here. That took a long time. No, it didn't. If anybody knows what this is or where this came from, it's an odd piece. It's shaped like this, and it goes in a certain kind of box. If you know what it is, good for you. It's actually not bad. Okay, so maybe we'll use that. The other thing we have to do is sorry. I'm not sorry, that box had it coming. Anyway. You guys should check out the old the store. There are some new designs. I came up with a couple of new t-shirt designs and stuff. You know, they're different takes on on what we do on the channel. You know, we've got some like hot rod on there. And one's just got our low adjustable letters. It's actually, I mean, that's what I do on my lunch break sometimes. Okay. Well, that's actually not bad either, but it's not great. Huh. So, where's the other? Here it is. Anyway, you should just check it out. You know, it's probably, actually it's probably over here because it's mirrored. It's over here. This is a store. Give that a click and see if you like anything. And if you do, well, hey, cool if you ordered something. If you don't, hey, you know. I'm going to send Peyton to college. I'm kidding. She's got to pay for her own college just like I did. Something else, speaking while we're fiddling with this thing, something else I want to show you that I think is a good add-on for this cart. Workbench. That is, well, Peyton's probably going to get mad when she sees this video. She still just kind of wants to take it. She's had a lot of homework this quarter, and she just wants to take a little bit of a break. So that's fine, you know. It's all right. She should. I mean, we all take time off from work. Anyway, so there's this guy, right? And what I do, or what I did, it's a magnetic one. So what I did was I, of course, magneted it. Is that a word? Right here. This is also from Harbor Freight too. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outlets. It's got a switch on and off, 2 USBs, magnet, holds it. Another thing to add, I'll tell you what, anytime I come up with something new on that table, I'm going to share it with you because I'll tell you what, I think this table is pretty darn good. And I'm not just saying that. No one's paying me to say it. Actually, someone could pay me to say it, I mean, that's fine. Just putting it out there. So, we're going to wheel, telling you, if you do buy one of these, $170, man. And put some casters on it, and you got yourself a heck of a work table. You know, it's not. You guys hear that? It's just a nice solid table. So we're gonna go over here and pick up this other mess. Then we're gonna try to find our marker. Jeremy had the marker. Again. Not sure what's with that guy, but he needs to stop. What's over there? Like, oh, right in the leg. Oh, yeah. No. Hey, I was looking for these. My glasses, no wonder I couldn't see anything earlier today. Anyway, we're going to try a paint marker and see if it works. No. Why would it? Why would that work? Let's turn into one of those videos. Insane. So, we're going to take our beautiful cardboard. We're going to walk over here. Yep. And we're going to zoom in right on where the hood would live. I'm going to kind of just go like this. Right? But what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it so it kind of sort of, you know, fits. Like, you know, so. As good as I can anyway. maybe what I do, I put this guy down here, like that, and I cut that off. You can cut this off. Now this is definitely not professional template. You may not want to do this the way I'm doing it, and I won't blame you. You know, I'll probably look it up on there's this cool social media thing called YouTube. You guys hear this? You can find everything on that. Just say it. Probably better off. Okay. So, yep, this masking tape is high quality. That's what happens when you buy the cheapest masking tape you can find on Amazon. Because that's exactly what I did. Honestly, I did. Okay, so, okay. Precise measurements are key. By that I mean use tape measure and stuff. But I'm just trying to get a decent representation of what I'm looking at versus the other hood, the actual full hood. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, so this is the center of the hood. I wonder if I have something. It'd be better if this was one straight piece of cardboard. You know, if I had a bigger one. I do, but they're kind of catching oil underneath the cards right now. There's this option, I guess. I mean, yeah, we'll do that. We'll start over. Nothing happened before. Now this cardboard is meant to hold up. This is after, honestly, this is the part of an MRE box. This stuff is rigid, man. Oh, yeah. You can fight an old lady off if she's trying to run you over at the store with her cart. If you guys do this cardboard. Public service announcement: do not fight old ladies. It's rude. Someone's grandma. Don't fight grandmas. Rules. Okay, that is better. No. But I wonder now if I can kind of sort of give it one of those. Yeah, I can. Thank you. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this ready-ish as I can, or I'm going to, go in the house. But we'll bring you back in a minute. Okay, so don't be afraid to look at your template and go, what is this? Because I have another idea of what I can do, but this is kind of the general shape, but I hate it. So I made a mess for no reason, but that's fine, right? I mean, kind of gives you an idea. What we can do, though, what we can do is do this. We can kind of, sort of, clean it up. Like that, maybe. Clean it up. So it doesn't look so stupid. Yeah, I love the newspaper. Can you believe that they still sell newspapers? Some people just don't even realize they do that. So what we're going to do is that's just going to be apparently it's just going to be a structure. Because, well, you saw it. It looks like trash, man. Not, not a trash man, but, garbage. It looks bad. Straight up bad. So, and it doesn't even stay in place. There's that and all sorts of just item. You know, reuse some of your stuff that you have laying around, man. Just don't use masking tape on a textured up cowl. We'll just put that like that, maybe. So anyway, we've got some of that. Yep, this went off the rails right away, didn't it? But we can take that and we can, I'm gonna stick this right here. And then it gives us a little better idea of what, you know, how terrible this is gonna look eventually if we go with this route. Because let's face it, I don't know what we're gonna do. You know, that's not so bad. I mean, if you kind of look at it, you know, it comes down to here. You know, you got this nice big piece, right? I mean, it's... So, I don't know. I don't think it needs the extra 5 inches. I just don't. I think it's more a race car with a smaller hood. But I have not made any decisions because I know that the other hood's fit was terrible. And one part was bent more and the other part wasn't. So, I mean, I can... maybe I can fix a little bit of that, and maybe I can just use the whole thing. But, then again, I don't hate this. You know? Let's see if we can get you a little better view of it. Oh, that. Yeah, come on. Just look at that. You got 201 cubic inches of raw American horsepower, something like that. You know, but look at that. That is a nice. I think that is the look because you can, you know, you're right here. Hold on. When you lock your wheels on your work table, make sure you unlock it before you try to move it. Because if you don't, you're gonna look silly if you're recording. Now let's get a little bit better view of that. Pretend this isn't here. Pretend. But look at that. I don't know, kids. It's gonna be a tough one. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put the hood on there, the big one, and we'll compare. Okay, now, not much difference. This definitely needs a tighter curve. And I think we can do that, you know, we can do that. I feel fairly confident we can do it. I mean, because I'm doing it with my hands. So I'm thinking I can probably do that with a, you know, hammer, you know, feeder bag or, you know, go ahead and belt maybe, you know, something. But if I can get these, you know, down and get it to right here on both sides, because I mean, I can bend that with my hand. So I don't think I need to worry too much about that. Maybe what I need to do is bend this first. I need to bend this first and get it to fit. You know, work one side, work the other side, kind of, you know, do that. I wonder if I can get this pin out. Yeah, it's something. It's something. Anyway, that's for another day. But, you know, or there's, you know, there's that right there. It's only about 3.5 to 4 inches difference, really, from when it gets, you know, all lined up. So, I don't know. Well, what we're going to do, what we decided is that we're going to do nothing. Except for I'm going to try to get this bent more to fit these curves. Now the other option I do have, and I don't know if it's a viable option or not, is I do have another 2829 grill shell right out there. Maybe we could put a 32 grill shell on it like with Clyde. You know, just leave it open like this, you know, and just put it on there. Because it'll fit. I know it'll fit. And that curve is about like this one. So, some options. So the other things we're going to be doing, I'm going to order some patch panels. Now, you know I have the ones for behind the doors. Now, much as I don't want to, but I think I'm going to have to. Hey, I like my broom. I'm going to order new ones, whole thing. I can get a set for about $100. I'm sure they're from China or whatever, but I'm just going to cut right here. I'm going to see if I can fit them in, and maybe I can lap weld them a little bit so they're not, so I don't run the risk of blowing through them right away. Right away. So we're going to be looking at doing that. We're going to be trying to figure out what's going on in here. Do I take the floor out? Do I put the other floor in? Do I just patch what's here? You know, we cut that out and put a patch over it. We know we got to shore some of those up, and then we've got 1.5 million dents. Now, I told you this is gonna be a long project, so we're not gonna be rushing. So you might see us working on just this door for a couple, 3 videos, you know? Because I'll tell you what, that patch that I put on there, the welder setting wasn't right, and it just looks terrible, so I'm gonna end up having to cut it out. So, the other thing is, I'm gonna have to get the persuader over here. I wonder where is it at? If I had it, I'd swap this one right here because it looks like it's pushed forward just a bit. So I just snag all these. And maybe once we get the body, you know, shored up too, that'll work better. But I mean, look at how nice that is. Laser straight. If you stand over here, look at it kind of like this. Looks straight-ish. But we do need to chop this turd, don't we? So if we were going to do that, let's get. Oh yeah, I don't have my marker. I bet I have a marker. I probably do. I have a black one. We'll see if it works. So if we were going to do that, you know, I go over here like this, level this up, like that, right? Right here. And then I think we did 3 inches, right? 3 inches. You come down here, from there, 3 inches. Now the nice thing is, put it over here. I don't know if you can see that too well, but right here, right there. Oh, and we leave the front of the door alone, apparently. So, yep. So you take this out. Now, not that I'm a professional at chopping anything, because let me tell you, never chopped a thing. Till now. But not now, I mean, like, you know. Soon. There will be no chopping of any cars until it is completely bolted down low and better. But, so the reason you go, yeah, I gotta clean it. The reason we go here is because you take this, put it there, do it in the straight spots, right? So that's just moving it down. Because you don't want to do it up here, because, you know, how would you make that curve? Now, the other thing that I had a thought of was using the bottom of this line to make my hood side. So, actually, I think it was Ian Roselli who was building that Model A truck for a movie with his friend Steven, and he looked and he was looking at a body line, you know, and well, I could kind of do the same thing. You know, something like that maybe. But then if I'm going to go that little, wouldn't I just leave it? But it would, you know, kind of match that if I went up here. This one. And that's kind of why I'm thinking I might take this top off. What? Here, can you imagine? Can you imagine actually getting your stuff on where you put it without having 100 things in the road? You can't, well, you know. You know. You know. That. That's bad at home. I don't know. Let's bring it around the front, tell me what you think. No, this is I think this is a 3-inch chop windshield frame. Have her down here, right? Of course it'd be up a little bit, you know, we'd probably up here, but kind of gives you an idea about what 3 inches would look like. Put down the thing. Because once I make a decision and I start cutting, it's, especially if I cut that door, cut it off, you know, there's no going back. Then where do we stop? Where do we stop? Anyway, that's another show. This stand is, you know, it's not good. It's but let me know. Do we chop it? And if it doesn't work, we go sideways, we go with that? Or do we just go whole hog, put the windshield on, figure out something for troublemaker when it comes time for that one to get in here? I'm torn. I like the, I don't know. Maybe what you think. Anyway, guys, gals, people. Anyway, hope you guys liked whatever this turned out to be. It was Hot Rods and Crafts. Hope you had a good time with it. Don't forget to clean up your workstation. Keep on wrenching. Have a great day. While we're talking about the windshield, there's one other idea I had, and I don't know, it's kind of weird. But we take it off right here. We just kind of follow that line as much as we can, you know, kind of right there. Stay out of this. We might have to go straight across. But if we did, whatever. You know, it's like British little like screens. Make a little end. Or go really old school race car, no windshield at all, just goggles. One of those old timey leather flight helmets. We might be thinking of something good there.